Kylie Minogue hasn't let anything interrupt the making of her brand new album, Disco, which is out November 6th. The ARIA Hall of Famer finished the brand new record, her 15th, in her home studio in London. And the first single, Say Something, is out now. The Queen of Pop joins us for a World TV exclusive right now. Kylie Minogue, thank you so much. It's a privilege to have you here on The Sound.
Thanks for having me. What an exciting show. And I'm so excited to be talking to home.
Have you been connecting much with family and hometown friends?
Yeah, definitely connecting home whenever I can, checking in. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Because you have to acknowledge what's happening, of course, but try to keep people's spirits up if possible. But mainly just checking in. You're okay? Good.
And how is it there in sunny London?
Yeah, it's hot. So if I just kind of start to glow more through this, it's hot here in London. Just adapting, basically, to the new way of doing things, at least for now. Hopefully not forever, but for now.
You've got to tell me about giving yourself a crash course in home studio recording. I mean, this is a great addition to your CV.
I mean, I'd kind of thought about that sometimes in the past, thinking, you know what, I should have a setup. I kind of think that my diary for a few days just went leads, cables, leads, switches, extension, leads. But I got there in the end. I had my little setup, you know, duvets, blankets, the works.
It must feel so wonderful. I mean, people write the date in their diary for a new Kylie single. It's appointment listening or downloading now.
Oh, it's been so amazing. You know, I have to use some imagination of it, as I just said, like actually being out there. But yeah, it seems to have touched people. They like the song and like the message.
And you mentioned the message. It's certainly one that's really pertinent, again, to this time. I love it. Can we all be as one again?
Can we please?
I know, right?
Yeah, so we'll hang on to that thought and that dream for sure.
We're hanging on. Now, you've called it disco. We can only guess what the theme of the record is, but what was the deciding factor that made you think, yes, this is what I want to do?
It's there's a bit of license with the term disco, but I mean, right now it's a kitchen disco or it's a lounge room disco. So yeah, it's a bit 70s, a bit 80s, but the first step into it was dance floor, and disco seemed like a heavenly place to be.
You know, when you say dance floor, I'm thinking Studio 54, I'm thinking Bee Gees. Was there a little bit of, well, you mentioned artistic license. Was there reference points at all?
Yeah, and actually you've just jogged my memory. Of course, that on the Golden Tour, we had a section of the show, which was the Studio 54 section. And even in that section, it was broken into two parts. So the first part was arriving at Studio 54, and then it segued to kind of 5 a.m. the next morning. Everyone's a bit messier and looser, and you know, it was a really fun world to inhabit. So yeah, that definitely played a part of it, actually. So that was 2018.
We're going to have a look at your brand new single, Say Something, in just a moment. But in this video, your stunning co-partner is a shiny gold horse, and there's more glitter here than there's so much glitter, even by your standards, Kylie. Tell us about the concept.
It's an intense amount of glitter. How much sparkle do we want? It needs to be intense. The director, Sophie Muller, is notoriously in love with sparkle, so there was no question it had to be her to direct this video, because this is her happy place. So yeah, it was a different shoot, obviously, with the restrictions, but it felt good to be back on set making a proper video. The horse was the star of the show. Can't say it was entirely comfortable. It's not, I don't think my galactic steed was designed to be ridden, but yeah, I kind of fell in love with him. He was gorgeous.
Well, let's have a look at you in all that tinsel and those beautiful costumes in all their glory. Kylie, it's been absolutely wonderful to catch up with you on The Sound. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much. I'm really excited about the show and having a musical show with all sorts of people contributing. It's just, it feels like old school, but entirely fresh and one of the things we all need right now. So way to go, the sound.
Yay, thank you. It would be remiss of me to introduce your brand new video. You're here. Could you please throw to it?
I just got a little bit nervous then. Yeah, of course I will. Okay, I hope you enjoy this, everybody. This is the brand new video for my first single from the album Disco. This is Say Something.